deep in the heart of a vast and beautiful jungle. Where trees touched the sky and rivers sang lullabies, lived a wide variety of animals. Birds chirped all day, squirrels played on branches, and a wise old goat named Guru often sat near the river, teaching wisdom to young animals. Among all these creatures were 10 foolish rats who lived under a fallen tree. They believed they were the smartest in the jungle, though they often made poor decisions. Their leader, Rollo, was loud and proud. The Restiki, Momo Dudo Zuzukiki, Lalu, Nino Bobo, and Luluwa Justascalis. Not far from them lived a mysterious, clever cat named Luna. She was graceful, silent, and had the sharpest mind in the jungle. Other animals often feared her, not because of her claws, but because of her brain. One sunny morning, the jungle animals gathered for a meeting under the grand banyan tree. A wise parrot named Echo warned, "There's danger around. Something is hunting silently. Be careful." But the rats laughed. "Danger? We are 10. Let it come. We'll dance around it." The old goat Gura shook his head. "Pride brings destruction, my little friends. Listen while there's still time." But the rats ignored him. That night, while the jungle slept, Luna watched the rats come out. They giggled, played, and ran around freely. Pounce! In one swift move, Luna caught Lulu, the smallest rat. The others didn't notice until morning. "Lulu probably ran away to marry a jungle mouse," Rollo joked, and the others laughed. But the next night, Bobo disappeared. Then Nino, then Lalu. Now fear began to spread. "Something's wrong," whispered Tiki. But Rollo shouted, "No, we must party harder. That's how we defeat fear." Nearby, a clever fox named Slick watched all this. He whispered to Luna,
"You're smart.
"But if you scare all the jungle, soon no one will come out. Be careful." Luna only smiled and walked away. Meanwhile, a brave dog named Bruno, protector of the jungle pups, started noticing the missing animals. He sniffed around and warned everyone, "Stay alert. There's a hunter in the shadows." But the foolish rats didn't listen. Even after Kiki, Zuzu, and Dodo vanished, Rollo remained proud. Only Rollo, Momo, and Tiki were left now. One evening, the wise goat Guru called the 3 rats. "You are losing your brothers, yet you laugh. Death doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers." Rollo mocked him. "Old goat, you fear too much. We live only once." Momo whispered, "Maybe the goat is right." But that night, Momo stepped outside alone. He saw a golden feather lying near a bush. Curious, he ran to grab it. That was Luna's trap. Only Rollo and Tiki remained. They stayed hidden, scared. Hunger grew, but they dared not leave. Suddenly, a group of birds came flying in panic. Fire! Fire! In the eastern jungle, the wind had carried smoke. Animals panicked. Rabbits ran. Deers cried. And the jungle was filled with noise. Rollo and Tiki ran too, but in their panic, they ended up in Luna's territory. Luna stood before them, tail swaying, eyes glowing. "You laughed, you mocked, but here you are, alone and scared," she purred. But just then, Bruno the dog jumped in and growled, protecting the rats. "No more hunting your own jungle neighbors. Luna, it's time for change." Luna hissed and ran away. The fire passed. The jungle calmed. That evening, the animals gathered again. Guru the goat stood before them all. "Let this be a lesson," he said gently. "Even the smallest creatures can fall to danger when they ignore wisdom. But bravery, kindness, and unity can save lives." Rollo and Tiki stood quietly, tears in their eyes. "We were foolish," said Rollo. "We laughed at warnings and lost our family." From that day on, Rollo and Tiki became quiet and wise. They helped younger rats, listened to the elders, and never ignored a warning again.